I saw The Mandalorian and Grogu over the weekend. Saw the whole movie on Friday, and then I had a movie theater gig over the weekend that allowed me to see parts of the movie over and over and over again. Some of it in IMAX and some of it in 3D. That was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed the movie. It was a lot of fun. Great popcorn movie. Great adventure movie about Din Djarin and his son Grogu. Uh, Lots of good battles, good action, good space battles and ground battles. A lot of Star Wars fan favorites. Things like AT-ATs, ATSTs, at least one ATRT, um, yeah, X-Wings, Y-Wings, lots of familiar battleships, a lot of fun Easter eggs from previous Star Wars movies. I it's just a very fun and at times heartwarming adventure, focusing on the Mando and Grogu. um, and it's great to see more of Zeb after seeing him briefly in season 3. He was another fun character to have in the movie. But I'm wondering, where is Agent Callus? Zeb and Callus became very close friends by the end of Rebels, and when Zeb briefly appeared in season 3 of The Mandalorian, it was such a brief appearance. I wasn't really surprised that there was no mention of Callus. But now we've seen so much of Zeb in the movie, and there's not even any mention of Callus in this movie or anywhere. I haven't even heard anybody talk about Agent Callus for a while. And I'm just wondering, why not? Why not bring him into live action too? Every other member of the Ghost Crew has now become a live action character. Yeah, so but even now with this movie out, nobody's talking about Callus, and I can't help but wonder why. Maybe that'll change in the near future. I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of media, some book or comic I missed that explains where Callus is. If you if you have any information about that, drop that in the comments. But other than that, I think one other little complaint I have about the movie is I wish Sigourney Weaver had a bigger role. I think she was wasted somewhat. She didn't have very much screen time, but maybe her character will return in future projects. But yeah, it was so much fun to see Star Wars on the big screen again. And Grogu is the puppetry for Grogu is better than ever. Grogu is more expressive than he's ever been. They even had him swimming. I mean, the puppetry is amazing. And there's one part of the movie, one sequence of the movie that if the movie was divided into episodes, and I know some people are saying that the movie seems like it's multiple episodes stitched together to make a feature length movie. But I don't really care if it was meant to be just one long movie or multiple episodes thrown together. I enjoy it regardless. But if this one particular sequence was contained in one episode. It would be like a puppet-led silent film, completely focused on Grogu, and I've heard a couple people say that parts of the movie reminded them of the Dark Crystal. And I mean, I absolutely love the Dark Crystal. I have since I was a little kid. But yeah, nothing in this movie stood out to me as being particularly like the Dark Crystal, like that particular movie. But parts of this movie are definitely Jim Henson like. You know, like the Star Wars has always had a connection to Jim Henson puppetry. And like I said, the puppetry was just amazing, as good as any Jim Henson project. But I think maybe what those people were talking about was the Gatori creature, the fisherman by the river who befriends Grogu and gives him some fish to eat. Maybe they were drawing parallels between that character and Agra. So I kind of see that. Both characters, in their respective movies, they give one of the main characters something with which to heal something or someone. By the way, speaking of the Dark Crystal, I still haven't gotten over Netflix canceling the sequel series, The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance, after just one season, that ended on a cliffhanger. What the hell, Netflix? But it's, I mean, it's still very enjoyable to watch. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I mean, it's very relevant to current events, and it's just an excellent show. It's just so bad that it got canceled and left unresolved, but hopefully it'll return in the future. I know the creators behind it want to bring it back. They've said as much, but it's already been a few years, so I'm not holding my breath, but I still have a spark of hope that it'll return someday. Anyway, the sequence that focuses solely on Grogu from his diminutive perspective is very sweet and heartwarming. It's about Grogu taking care of his dad, and that little self-contained storyline would fit well into any Henson project. Very much like parts of many Jim Henson stories. That's one of the reasons why I loved it so much. The Jim Henson like puppetry in Star Wars has always been one of my favorite things about Star Wars. Also in this movie, a few Anzellans show up as mechanics, and they're super cute and funny as always. As is Grogu, and Grogu gets along with them better this time, and Grogu is just so cute along with them, even when they're blowing stuff up. Good job, baby. I very much enjoyed this movie. I might try to go see it again. Maybe if I can find the time, if I want to spend the money. Yeah, it's and if you haven't seen it yet, go see it. if you love adventure stories that have good battles and good action, and also some sweet and heartwarming moments, some family drama thrown in, you'll like this movie. And I know some people, it's the movie's getting a fair amount of criticism. Um, some people are difficult to please. Um, but if you've seen this movie and you didn't like it so much, just brush it off. Let it go. Not everything is for you. Not everything is for everybody. Don't be one of those bad kinds of nerds that they get whiny and pouty when something isn't made to their specifications. Don't feel entitled to have everything made for you. Instead of sitting around and whining about it, go outside and touch some grass. There'll be other Star Wars projects in the future, and I'm sure there are other things you like. It's not the end of the world if this movie wasn't for you. But like I said, I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of other people did as well. And it's just a lot of fun. So I highly recommend it.